Much of the Southwest belongs to the Great Basin, an arid region between the Rockies and the Pacific coastal ranges where water is scarce. The most important source of water in the Great Basin is the Colorado River, but fast-growing cities are building more and more pipelines to divert water from the river. The water tables keep dropping, creating deep cracks in the land. The southwestern states include Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Texas.
Desert by Lillian N. Fisher. The desert is holding a giant breath. The air is dusty and dry. Red mesas shimmer in searing heat under a blanket of sky.
Coyotes asleep in slender shade, dreaming of evening prey. For who would go out in a warm fur coat to hunt on a summer day? Lazy brown ants have made their retreat to a colony under the hill. Tortoise and rabbit and even the birds are idle and peacefully still.
The desert is holding a giant breath. The air is dusty and dry. Red mesas shimmer in searing heat under a blanket of sky.
The Pacific States. The coastal ranges of California, Oregon, and Washington form a line along which the Pacific and North American plates crunch past one another. Earthquakes are frequent and volcanoes dot the area. Ancient redwoods and temperate rainforests cover the land. The Pacific States are Alaska, California, Hawaii, Oregon, and Washington.
Behind the Redwood Curtain by Natasha Wynn. Redwood trees rise like skyscrapers, fingering the clouds in search of moisture, pulling down fog and passing it from limb to limb into the deep of the forest. The fog blankets the forest, blocking out light, movement, and air, like a curtain draped across the stage. Yet behind the redwood curtain, black bear walk and stalk their prey. Deer sleep and leap away. Slugs climb and slime on leaves. Birds sing and wing in the breeze.
The show must go on as it has for thousands of years behind the redwood curtain.
Catherine Lee Bates loved words. Stories, rhymes, and clever ways of making came quickly to her mind. In 1868, when she was 9 years old, her mother bought her a red leather bag. After inscribing her name, she began. I am writing, scribbling rather, just for fun. Not that I have anything to say. There is a charm in bright, clean, unfilled pages, which I, for one, cannot resist.
Although her father died when she was young and her family didn't have much money, Catherine took a loan from her brother to pay for college. During her college years, she wrote short stories and poems.
In 1893, when Catherine was just 34, she was invited to be a guest speaker out west at a college in Colorado Springs. She left her home in Massachusetts on the train ride that would change her life and would inspire the work that all Americans must come to cherish. As the train crossed the country, she wrote constantly beauty all around her. And after seeing Pikes Peak in Colorado, she sang, "Oh, beautiful for house in the skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties, above the inanimate flame." When she arrived home, the poems remained in her journal, forgotten. 2 years later, she rediscovered the poem and entered it to the magazine, which was published in their July 4th issue. Everyone loved the poem, and soon it began to be sung to many different tunes. A contest was held to find the perfect music, and over 900 people entered. The music we know today was composed by Samuel Williams.